modeling and managing hot and cold. So the comfort level of the home is the crucial factor here. It's easy to heat a home up by whatever means, or to retain the heat. It's another thing to control it and to get rid of the heat when it's over hot. And so a super home is designed around what is your natural shading, which way your sun, how the sun impacts on the rooms, what areas of the home are shaded, what areas are likely to overheat. So all of this is designed ahead of time as part of the Superhome design.
The other thing is this design, going back to the new houses. If you design the house, everyone trying to make more windows. The better house is smaller windows. Unfortunately, that's not for me trying to sell more windows, but it's definitely the lesser windows. The windows will be the worst performer from the whole house. But if you get the best windows and try to optimize the view, the light, and the insulation, so that's your designer thinking about those things. On the west side, you don't want the big windows because your sun was lower, you'll be overheating. That's what lately been on the news. People have new houses with windows, no eaves, and overheating all year round. So those windows will protect you from that with triple glazing. It will reduce that overheating, but still at the design stage you can do much more by thinking of where you're putting the windows, what windows where, and what's the reason for.
So cooling within the industry is something that everyone's starting to struggle with, but we're really trying to get a good handle on at the moment. I guess historically it's been something that hasn't been built into homes. We've always said we need warm, dry homes, and that's great. But I think as we go forward, cooling is going to be more of an issue. There's various ways to do that, but cooling generally works best if it's taken a more holistic approach. So things like the design, make sure your shading's correct up front, the orientation of the building, things like pergolas, as Bob talks about, eyebrows over windows is a great way to do it. Again, all cost-efficient things, none of it is rocket science. But then you add in things like your ventilation, your better quality insulation and thermal properties, which also help to keep the property cool. We rationalise glazing, so we can have less glazing on that north face. Still, you want the light in and still have enjoy the sunshine, but we don't want it to be overheating. And then things like heat pumps, air conditioning, fan coils. There's a few other options mechanically to assist in that cooling, but it's more a holistic approach that we need to take when it comes to cooling.
Eaves in Christchurch should be 600 mil. That's the depth. That's our position of the sun. So in the winter, you get the sun in. In the summer, you screen.
The warm roof system works, or the warm seal through Sealco works in both ways. It helps reduce your heat loss from inside your building and helps reduce your heat build-up from outside, for example, extreme summertime weathers.
Come cooling the house, I installed during the foundation stage of the excavation some coil underground, about 60 odd metres, and that was buried in about 800 mil underground. And during summer I opened the manifold into the inlet part of the ventilation unit, and that pulls the air from outside underground to cool it and come back into the house during summer, and it sort of works. I was a little bit surprised. I was like, might shave off 2 or 3 degrees, and yeah, the air is cool. We don't overheat too much upstairs. Overheating in a 2-story house is always going to be a issue. But you can combat that with heat pumps, of course, on the cooling cycle. But an ongoing cost again, where the ventilation system is always ticking along, and it's just a manual operation of opening a manifold to bring a cooler air in.